Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I am in Nerja in Andalusia, Spain, and I'm going to a trail which is called Grand Malaga Trail, I think. I just discovered this trail last night, and there is a trail that goes, to east and north and west of Malaga. There might be 25, 27, 28 instances, I don't know. So you can travel 1 month, on foot on this trail. You can walk it, and I've got an idea that today I can go to Frigiliana, and there is a nice trail, maybe 16 kilometers long. So I would like to check it out today. If you are with me on this one, stay tuned and I'll be right back. So there are the mountains in the background, and the trail starts, in 1 or 2 kilometers from Nerja, northeast of Nerja. There is a cave, Cueva de Nerja. So I'm going to check out this cave first, and in about 1 hour I will get on the trail. And before that, I'm here to check famous Burriana Beach. It's supposed to be one of the nicest beaches in Costa Tropical. Okay, that is Burriana Beach in Nerja. Very nice sandy beach. It's supposed to be one of the nicest beaches here in Andalusia. It's definitely one of the best. And there are many tourists here in winter. And it's lunchtime, so people are chilling in restaurants and cafes. And several of them are sunbathing too. Really nice and chilling winter here. Alright, so let's move on. Let's get to Cueva de Nerja. I'm going up and I have to go through Nerja. I'm going northeast 2 or 3 kilometers to reach La Cueva de Nerja. What the heck is this? This is really serious flower. And it comes from this plant. Wow, like 3 meters big. Pueblo Jimenea Casazoro. Nice one. Alright, so Nerja is one of the biggest and nicest summer destinations in Costa Tropical. If you go east of Málaga, as well as Málaga, Torox, and Nerja, La Herradura, Almuñécar, Salobreña, Adra, and so on and so forth, up to Almeria. And Nerja is one of the nicest, in my humble opinion. There is interesting road sign, no violencia machista. Perhaps no violencia feminista should be alright too. I go to a place called Moto and I have to cross the Autovia del Mediterráneo here. I have to go up to that bridge. Perhaps here. There's a really nice bridge here for pedestrians. You can cross the highway and Autovia del Mediterráneo, and I can go directly to Cueva de Nerja. That way to Almeria, that way to Málaga. Cueva de Nerja 60 years anniversary. Well, I'm sure the cave was here before those 60 years. Perhaps someone discovered the cave 60 years ago, something like that. Should make sense. There's a really nice garden here next to the cave in Nerja. And there's also a botanical garden under the cave. And the cave itself should be huge. It should be several kilometers long. One of the most spectacular cave in Spain. Entry here, Cueva de Nerja. Some prehistoric drawing. Alright, so this looks like a nice place. Anyway, I will have a break here. And I decide if I go to see the cave or if I continue to pursue the trail to Frigiliana. So I freshened up, I feel much better, had an apple and water and sat down for 10 minutes. Now I'm ready to continue, and I decided not to go to Cueva de Nerja because I'm here quite late in the afternoon. If I was here in the morning, so I can go to see the cave and then continue on a trail. But I realized it's almost 3 p.m. now and I've got about only 3 hours of sunlight, and the trail has got about 15 kilometers to Frigiliana, or whatever it's called, Frigiliana. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. I think it's Frigiliana. Anyway, I'm just starting on this trail. So that's it, Etapa Nerja Frigiliana, GR249. Gran Senda de Málaga. That's the elevation and distance. Right, so distance from Cueva de Nerja to Frigiliana is 14.5 kilometers on a trail and elevation 650 meters, not too bad. Gran Senda de Málaga starts here. And this is the beginning of a national park, Sierras de Tejeda, Almijara y Alhama. This is the beginning of the trail, and if the trail looks like this all the way, up to Frigiliana, it will be great. I can cover 15 kilometers maybe in 3 hours. Let's see. I didn't go to the cave, basically because I had a break there for 10 minutes and I've seen tourists and buses and cars and groups of people, and I got a little bit annoyed. And it is off season, so I would rather go on the trail alone and be alone in the nature. For a change, it's a different experience. Maybe next time I arrive here in the morning and I can come to see the cave and then continue on this trail or on another trail. You can go on this trail, you know, to Frigiliana, or you can climb the mountain, which is very high. There's a mountain this way, which got 1600 meters above sea level, and it goes straight from here, you know, so this is about 100 meters above sea level and above Nerja, just right here. Elevation of this trail is not too bad, only about 650 meters. We'll see how it goes. And it's winter, I've got a t-shirt and the trainers. For shoes, don't have hiking shoes, just regular trainers, but the trail is alright, very easy. The trail is marked on a map red. That would make it hard, but I think it looks easy right now, maybe intermediate, we'll see. There is a cool pine forest after a while from the beginning of the trail. So you go in the forest or through the pine forest in the shade. In Spain, winter sun is still quite strong, so this is really good to go in the shade for a change. And the road is half paved, half not paved. Right now there is paved road, and there was a traffic sign that motorcycles cannot continue on this trail. So I'm really looking forward if I will see some motorcyclists or not. I haven't seen anybody yet. And again, the trail is not paved. And again, I feel I'm in the nature after a couple of kilometers. There are no noises or sounds from the town and from traffic. Only birds singing. Balcón natural, naturaleza. Lindo. There is a slow ascension. The maximum should be at about 750 meters above sea level, maybe 800, something like that. Frigiliana itself is, I think, at 500 meters. Not too bad. It's not like climbing a mountain, almost. There's a crossroad, Frigiliana 11 kilometers to the left, Nerja 3 kilometers back. And if you can climb the mountain, Sendero Pico del Cielo, 7.1 kilometers, all on Gran Senda de Málaga. So basically cars and motorcycles cannot go past this point. And the way it looks, this is amazing trail for motorcycles and for bikes. and I've seen one Honda 600 dirt bike. A couple of German tourists and a couple of Spanish tourists. Anyway, apart from that, this trail is empty, as you can see. Only beautiful nature and quiet. If the trail continues this way in the pine forest, that would be great, but I don't think so. Perhaps the forest will finish and the landscape will open. Let's see. We'll see. I'll try to hurry up so I will reach Frigiliana before sunset. It's supposed to be a beautiful town, so I would like to see something from Frigiliana. And then there are buses back to Nerja, which is about 8 kilometers back to Nerja. I left my car in Nerja, so I have to go on foot there. It will be another 2 hours walking downhill, or there should be a bus once an hour, or maybe once every second hour in the evening. Alright, I'm having a break in a pine forest. There is a space for break, and there is water, and there's a place for barbecue, so you can make barbecue. There's one Spanish couple making barbecue right now. That's my way. The trail continues in this valley and up to the mountain, and on the left side of the mountain, and then around the mountain, and then behind it, and all the way north and northeast to Frigiliana. There is a really big mountain right here, behind this tree. Wow, it's a huge mountain, and there's a rock on the top. So I was looking for water at that camp, and it took me 10 minutes to find water, and apparently water was next to barbecue stands. There are about 3 barbecue stands, and each one had good water. So I got 1 liter of water, and I'm ready to continue on the trail. Still about 10 kilometers to go to Frigiliana. I think this way. These pine trees make all the difference because of the smell of the trees, of the pine. It's really amazing smell. There's a view, let's check it out. There is the beautiful pine forest on the other side of this valley, and there's the camp. Really nice place to make barbecue in the evening and to chill out under those trees. And before you say do not make fire in the forest, sure, and that one is allowed. It's an official camp, and there are barbecue stands made of stone. And there's a lot of space, and the trees are not so close, to these barbecue stands. And I looked at the map, and right behind this forest there's the helipad for bomberos. So the fire department has got a spot right next to the forest, and in case there is a bushfire or forest fire, they can, make their way next to the forest with a helicopter. I made a mistake and I went off the trail for 5 minutes and then realized I went completely wrong, somewhere down there, and died into the valley. Tried to return, and now I'm back on the trail and there's no forest anymore. There are still pines, but they are just scattered across the road, and the path is more kind of in the mountain path, and there are stones, sometimes there's a sand. Still, it's pretty good for walking. Now let's have a last look at the valley and our beautiful white stones here. And this is the look back to the sea and to the valley. There's a Nerja down there. On the left side, there's the camp with the barbecue stands, where you can have a break, make a barbecue and relax. I'm not yet in the middle of the trail to Frigiliana. The road is now more challenging and you go up and down all the time. And there's no forest anymore. Anyway, it's a beautiful day and it is a beautiful trail. I really like this trail. That's the issue, I've got only a t-shirt on. Once the sun sets, it will get cold because it's January. Anyway, I will manage. Now there's going to be a mountain pass. I like mountain passes. I have view to both sides. Should be magnificent views here. Wow. Wow. Finally, there is no entry. I've seen a car here in the pass, but now there should be maybe mountain bikes, but apart from that and from people on foot, there shouldn't be any motorcycles or cars past this point. It is a national park anyway. Wow, and the views are getting better and better. I thought this is a walk just, around the sea and in a village, but apparently not. You go into the mountains and there are cliffs and rocks. And there's a river down there. I can see it, I can hear it too. And in this place I will get to Frigiliana at night. I have to hurry up. I think I will just keep at this elevation about 500-600 meters and go that way around the mountain, and there maybe through those two mountains to Frigiliana, something like that maybe. Grand Senda de Málaga. Just beautiful. I would like to see an animal, Spanish animal, maybe Iberian lynx or something like that, but I think they are not here in the south. That might be Iberian lynx in the north, in Picos de Europa or in the Pyrenees maybe, and they are critically endangered. I think maybe 300 or 400 of these lynxes are alive in the wild. So it's a shame really, because they used to be all around Spain, and they were definitely here in the south, in the mountains in the past. There is an open space finally, an open landscape. You can see all the way to the sea. This trail is supposed to be great for mountain bike. So far I've seen only 1 or 2 mountain bikes on this trail. It's great. Now there's a sign here, so I should go down. What does it say? Sendero El Pinarilo Fuente del Esparto Rio Chilar Sendero. Okay. So I go down. That's the way. Alright, no worries. Wow, this is amazing. I have to be careful. This is a nice descent from the mountain down to the river, probably. Now this trail is manageable to walk in. Trainers, have good regular trainers, no worries. It's doable, it's possible, but it would have been much better if I had decent mountain shoes or boots, commando boots. I've got really good commando boots, but not here. The first part of the trail was very easy. It was for beginners. Everybody could, walk on the trail. And the second part is in the mountains. There's a narrow space, narrow road, and you descend the mountain, and there are rocks so you go on the rocks all the time, and it's a little bit more challenging. Perhaps better boots would be useful. Anyway, it's beautiful. This mountain is absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing. Let's have a break here. Have a break. Have to cross the river somewhere to go around a little bit. Perhaps here. There's a nice sand. It's very soft to walk on this sand. There should be a space somewhere to cross the river. There might be a bridge, I don't know. Okay, let me continue on the trail. Sorry for bad audio. Microphone is gone. Attenzione, vado peligroso. Amazing. This is amazing. Wow. And there is a small waterfall. And the crossing is right here. Let's go. Alright, so far for the water crossing or river crossing. I've got a little bit of water in my right foot. I've got a little bit of water in my right shoe. Never mind. I'm really happy I'm on the other side of the river. It was beautiful river. Rio. Amazing, absolutely. And there are rocks. That's the river, and there's another waterfall. Let's check it out. before it sets. Alright, there was a mountain pass, and now I descend finally to Frigiliana. Hopefully I will reach it in about 1 hour. Ink is gone, as I said, never mind. So that's almost the finish of my trip today. I like this trip, it was amazing, absolutely great. If you will happen to get to Málaga or to Costa Tropical, Costa del Sol, definitely check this Grand Málaga trail. It's really worth it. I've seen just one part of the trail. There are about 25, maybe 28 of these parts that continue, and it can just go on for maybe 1 month. So next time I will be in Spain and in Andalusia, I will definitely check other trails in this path. Alright, sun is setting. I still do not see Frigiliana. It's supposed to be very close. Over here, I go to this valley, and down there next to the valley there's Frigiliana, 1 or 2 kilometers to go. Unfortunately I will not see it because it will be after dark when I will get there. But never mind, it was an amazing trip. There's the moon shining already. Hope you like this video. If you do, you can give me a thumbs up. You can consider subscribing, and then I will see you in the next video. Have a good day and peace out.
Like and subscribe.